my name is Valerie Mallon. I'm a student at Western Governors University, and I'd like to welcome you here today for the presentation of Development Emotional Intelligences. So I'm going to start off my presentation by the question is, can we change the way we learn and teach? Is there a connection between learning and emotions? Emotions can influence learning. We know this. The connection between learning and emotion has received so much attention today. People retain more information of what they learn when they and their brain recognize experiences that are useful. Positive emotions can facilitate and recognize those emotions. Research indicates that brain-based teaching can influence students today, give them learning opportunities that they didn't have in the past. And unless educators create an emotionally positive, engaging environment, learning will be compromised. Learning is already an intricate part of a puzzle. Research indicates that students' test scores are affected by emotional and physical conditions around them. You have parents, you have tests, you have siblings and boyfriends, you have work and extracurricular activities that are constantly changing in a student's environment. So their brain is retaining information every day. So what is useful, they use. What is not, it deletes. So what is the main and fundamental purpose of the brain? The brain itself can perform a multitude of tasks. Memorization, that's the old manic that we used to do, memorize, 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 and we would learn this kind of capability. Unfortunately, in today's society, memorization is not working for the average student. We need to be able to retrieve what our brain decides to keep. So consequently, each of us learn individual, and our capabilities of learning are changing, and that's what's being compromised at this time and date. So how do we do it? We retain so much, just like mom. She knows phone numbers, she knows where your child is, she knows how to find the street down the street, and she's only been there once. So each student, she needs, or he, needs to be able to retain information as well. So what's important? Emotions. Showing individuals to use their strengths, to use those emotions to make them stronger, while still working with each and every one of them and teaching them how to acknowledge their weakness and turn it into a strength. Survival. Researchers, they argue the fact continuously that we teach in the schools today the mathematics, angles, sentence structures. We're not going to be using those in the future. So what are we going to use? Well, we're going to make an enriched environment with these students. Hand-on experiences with the students today will provide independent working relations and teach the student to grow while they're being independently learning. Non-threatening environments, non-threatening approaches that the teachers have to take so that these students in the classroom keeps to be motivated constantly. We believe these will get your academic scores and they'll improve. Building trust within the student and the parent. Setting individual expectations and goals high. Providing group activities within the classroom to help students acknowledge and make it possible for their opportunities to grow in different intelligences. But most importantly, students need to see themselves as individuals. And this is the way that we're going to show these talents and to improve. They need to identify their achievements and their values. So in conclusion, I just want to rephrase. We need to maximize the brain's capacity. Consider improvement by the teachers and their peers. Anxiety. Don't give the students too difficult a task. Remember they need to excel. So emotions influence academic performance. Immediate connections to purpose for learning. These tasks need to be easy structures. You need to break them down for the students to learn. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I do, Ms. Mallon. How can the educators help retain the students' attention without making them feel threatened?
By utilizing the time and the space that the teachers have already given, the bullies in the classroom or the students that aren't listening, we as educators educators need to make sure that they are listening and working on their own task. And that will help individualize each one of these to learn. So the person that's trying to learn even more and at a different rate, we're able to help them as well. So the educational vision is still to create an educational experience for the children of tomorrow, so we need to utilize those strengths of those children as well.
Also, what type of education training would each teacher need to help in the students' learning success?
Not only does the students have to teach and learn, the teachers teach and learn. So over the summer, we continue to take these classes, we continue to keep training, and we're motivated in these classrooms to teach them how to see each individual's task as a learning opportunity. At this time I have to close, but if you have any other additional questions that you'd like to ask later, please come to me after the class is over and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for coming.